Welcome to the session 4 of Metrology and Instrumentation. In the previous session, we discussed about the vernier calipers. If you haven't checked that video out, please do visit that video. The link is given in the description below. Now, considering starting with micrometer having its basic parts such as the sleeve scale, the thimble scale or the circular scale, the thimble, anvil and spindle between which the workpiece is kept for its measurement, measuring faces, lock, ratchet stop, frame. The measuring faces in this case are hardened to reduce the wear and tear happening due to again and again measuring of different workpieces. The ratchet stop plays an important role in micrometer because it enables equal amount of pressure during the measurement of any dimension of workpiece, ensuring higher accuracy and precision. Now micrometer works on the principle of screw and nut. So when you rotate the thimble by one full revolution, it will advance on the sleeve or barrel by one pitch distance. Now let's understand how to calculate the least count of micrometer. So before calculating, let's see the definition of least count. It is the ratio of pitch of the thread to the total divisions on the thimble scale. Now let's see it by an example. If this is a micrometer, let me show you by a laser pointer. If this is a micrometer having 50 graduations on the thimble scale, say 50 graduations. Now the sleeve scale on the barrel is such that this is 0, this shows 1 mm, but between 0 and 1 there is another graduation. This graduation shows zero point 0.5. So when you rotate the thimble, that is 50 graduations, the thimble will advance 0 0.5 mm on the barrel. So the least count can be calculated as, let's say the division on the circular or thimble scale be 50 and the value of distance advanced by thimble for one full revolution be zero point 0.5. Then the least count will be 0.5 divided by 50, that is 0.01. So again let's understand how the least count is calculated. As we know that when full revolution of thimble, the thimble advances 0.5 mm. So you can also say that 0.5 mm is equally divided into 50 parts. So the value of one part, that is the least count, will be 0.01. Now after measuring the least count, how to read a vernier caliper? Because measuring is not the end solution. We have to read and get the reading of the vernier caliper. So the micrometer reading can be calculated as the main scale reading, which is also the sleeve reading, plus the graduation on the circular scale matching the reference or datum line into the least count of micrometer. So let's see this by an example. This is a micrometer. This is the main scale or the sleeve scale. This is the thimble scale or the circular scale. Now as we have discussed, this is the 0 mm, 1 mm line, 2 mm line, and these lines are of 0.5, that is 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. Now as per this, our main scale reading or sleeve scale reading will be 2.5. The graduation on the circular scale matching the reference or datum line. So here you can see that the 38th division is matching with the datum line. Into the least count. The least count of the micrometer is 0.01 as we have discussed in the previous slide. So the micrometer reading will be 2 plus 0.05, that is 2.5, plus the 38th division into the least count, that will be 2.88 mm. So now we have got how to measure the reading on the micrometer. So before using any instrument, we must know about its errors. So there are three types of error present in the micrometer, that is the no zero error, positive zero error, and the negative zero error. No zero error means when the anvil and spindle are both in contact with each other, the zero of main scale or the sleeve scale coincides with the zero of the thimble scale or the circular scale. Whereas the positive zero error indicates when the zero of thimble scale, that is the circular scale, lies below the zero of main scale or sleeve scale. Whereas the negative zero error is represented when the zero of thimble scale lies above the zero of main scale. So how to calculate the error and rectify it? First, let us see how to calculate the error. So the calculation of error. To know how much error is present, we have to multiply the least count. So the least count of the micrometer is 0.01. With the number of graduations, the zero of circular scale is from the main scale. So for example, here there is no error present, but in case B, that is the positive zero error, let's calculate the error. So in case of B, example B, you can see that there are total two graduations below which the zero of circular scale lies below the zero of main scale. So you can say that 2 into 0.01, that is 0.02, is the error present in this micrometer. That is, it will be plus 0.02. Now considering the case 3, here the zero of circular scale lies above the zero of the main scale. Now let's count the number of graduation: 1, 2, 3, 4. So here the four graduations are present between the zero of main scale to the zero of the circular scale. So the error present here will be minus 0.04. Now after knowing the error in the micrometer, we have to rectify that error. So let's see how we can rectify that error. To rectify positive error, that is in case B, we have to subtract the error that we have obtained from the total measured reading. Say for example, if we have got the reading as 45.04, so you have to subtract 0.02 to get the original dimension of the component. So the dimension will be 45.04 minus 0.02, that is 45.02. Similarly, in case of negative zero error, you have to add the error in the final dimension obtained. So for example, if you obtain 45.05 mm, you have to add 0.04 mm to the reading to obtain the correct final reading, that will be 45.09. That's all for this lecture. Thank you. Like, comment, share and subscribe for more videos like this.